Good morning, students. This is class 7 geography lesson. Today we are here with the chapter 4 air. In the first chapter we learned about the natural environment, different domains of the earth, lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere. In the second chapter we learn about the inside our earth, right? Means different layers of the earth, how igneous rock, sedimentary rock and other rocks are made, right? Now the third chapter was our changing earth. In this chapter we also learn about the landforms of the earth, means how volcano and the earthquake, rivers, mountains formation, right? So continuously we are learning about the land, means lithosphere. Now this is our fourth chapter. We are learning here about the atmosphere. Atmosphere is related to the air, right? So our earth is surrounded by the huge blanket of air called atmosphere. In this way we can say we are covered with the blanket, right? That is called air. And air is a mixture of so many gases. All living beings on this earth depend on the atmosphere for their survival. Can we? Can you imagine without air we can live for a single second? No. It provides us the air we breathe and protect us from the harmful effect of the sun rays. You mostly hear about this कि in the environment there is a ozone layer, so we safe on the earth. Otherwise sun rays directly come to us and we can baked during the daytime. It provides us the air we breathe and protect us from the harmful effect of the sun rays. Without this blanket of protection, we would be baked alive by the heat of the sun during day and get frozen during night. Now we can say why we are saying during night, because if there is no atmosphere blanket, sun rays will come to us and it goes back because there is no blanket, right? Our blanket means environment keep it carefully, the heating, and at the night time that use. And the other portion of the earth is not getting the heat of the sun and it is not warmth a little bit also. So at the night time it may be too much frozen. So this is the mass of the air that has made the temperature of the earth livable. Means whatever heat we get in the daytime, our earth keep it carefully and so the temperature is moderate, right? Composition of the atmosphere. Now we are going to learn here the composition of the atmosphere. In this picture you can see carefully. Do you know that the air we take in while breathing is actually mixture of the gases? I have already told you whatever we breathe, that is a mixture of a gas. So many gases include in this. We can say oxygen because 21% oxygen is here. Nitrogen and oxygen are the two gases which make up the bulk of the atmosphere. Carbon dioxide, helium, ozone, argon and hydrogen are found in lesser quantity. Apart from these gases, tiny dust particles are also present in the air. The pie chart give you the percentage of the different constituents of air. Nitrogen is the most plentiful gas in the air. Why we are saying plentiful? Because it is the we can get nitrogen 78%. You can see in this picture carefully. You can see 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, argon 0.93%, and all others mean dust particles and other gases also, those are in the very small ratio. So nitrogen is the most plentiful gas in the air. When we inhale, we take some amount of nitrogen into our lungs and exhale it. We can inhale and exhale, means take in and take out, right? But plants need nitrogen for their survival. Nitrogen directly from the air. Bacteria that lives in the soil and root of some plants take nitrogen for the air and change its form so that plant can use it, right? Plants use the nitrogen for making food also. Oxygen is the second most plentiful gas in the air. Human and animals take oxygen from the air as they breathe. Green plants produce oxygen during the photosynthesis. You know what is the photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is the process in that plants make food for them, right? So in that process they produce oxygen gas. In this way, oxygen contained in the air remains constant. If we cut trees, then this balance gets disturbed, right? So we cannot cut the trees. We have to save our environment. We have to plant a lot of trees because we need fresh air, right? Carbon dioxide is another important gas. Why it is, you are saying why it is important, ma'am? Because we are not inhale it, right? Green plants use carbon dioxide to make their food. Before that I told you nitrogen and carbon dioxide also use food for oxygen. Humans or animals release carbon dioxide. We release carbon dioxide and plants use that for making their food. The amount of carbon dioxide released by humans or animals seems to be equal to the amount used by the plants. Whatever we released, they used. Means plants use. Whatever human and animals release, plants use that, right? By the plant, which make a perfect balance. That's why we can say everything is in the balance in our environment, right? However, the balance is upset by burning of fuels such as coal and oil. They also release carbon dioxide after burning coal and fuels also. They add billions of tons of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere each year. As a result, the increased volume of carbon dioxide is affecting the Earth's weather and climate. Now, I hope you people understand little bit about the air, composition of air and the things that we release and plants inhale, right? When air is heated, it expands, become lighter and goes up. Cold air is denser, means thickness of the air. If it is cold, it is thick, right? And if it is warm, it is light-weighted, right? That is why it tends to sink down when hot air rises. Cold air from surrounding areas rushes there to fill in the gap. That is how air circulation takes places. I hope you people understand all the things. And now, thank you and have a nice day.